Great and beautiful morning to you, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 256th edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, I'll say sorry for yesterday that we had a little hitch in our glitch on our system and the network like we didn't go the class yesterday. But thank God we are here again today. Yes, the market at the global scene remained mixed. We saw that yesterday that Asia market was flat red, also in European market, only US market was mixed. We saw two indices up while one was down. But this morning, same trend also has been opened this morning. We saw US market open higher this morning, while that of European market is mixed and that of Asia is mixed. African market is also mixed and NGS as we speak is in green, which is a good news for the market. Consider momentum in terms of positive momentum in NGS maintain that trend this morning as the market has opened. We'll go back to see what is happening globally that is driving this mixed sentiment in the global market. As we speak, yesterday we saw that the consumer confidence index was released yesterday, and in US it showed sign of recession that they said according to the Fed Fed chairman that they are in a mild recession. That data yesterday consumer confidence index shows that it hit 9 months low, and also all eyes on today's what GDP figure for also the same US. And don't forget that what happened in US as the world trickling down to other domain, other environment, the global scene, especially the matured economy. They use all these things figure that comes from US because in the flow of business, these are what happened. This sentiment is continuing this morning, and also more earnings are hitting the market. Like I told you yesterday, we saw that the earnings that came to the market yesterday, many analysts this morning are still doing some analysis, they digesting the data to guide action in those matured economy as we speak. Why the oil price, which is the crude oil, has also remained in that downtrend. We saw that crude oil is also has further look southward to show you that this fear of recession is increasing, and that's also hampering what demand. Despite that, there is increasing numbers of Chinese looking to fly out of China for what to go for May holiday. Still, that high inflow kind of coming to what the demand for oil from China, being the second economy, has not changed the face of the price. Despite also what is happening in Russia. Russia have said they want to cut production, but the we're seeing between Russia and India and other countries, you can see that it has been on increase. But these are the things that are driving the oil price. And don't forget that energy has a lot of influence on commodity price. And also not commodity, it's what also impacting on inflation globally since the Ukraine and Russia conflict started. It has lingered for more than a year now. That also continues to drive this volatility we are seeing in global dimension. But I believe that now that we have seen more than a year, many countries are starting to start looking inward. How can they, within this environment is happening globally, how can they make sure that their economy is kind of a shift, or they take advantage of a cooperative environment where they have a strength to kind of support their economy. And that is why most central banks also are looking of what slowing down their rate hike. But for those in the West, we expect to see that may we most of them to see the last time they will be kind of hiking rate like US, as I told you earlier, has kind of projected that they are going to hike rate by 25 basic points, while in Europe are looking at about 50 basic points or 25 or so. Many countries in that West are doing that, but consider Japan has remained stable, will remain stable in terms of interest rate unchanged. Also China, but we believe that when there is normalization of this interest rate, it might be a little improvement, but fear of globalization is increasing, and that's why we are seeing that the fear that demand for oil was also going to down, but that's why we are seeing oil price as we speak now, it's around the 78, 72, 78 or 77, $82 per barrel as we speak, because of all these prices around the globe. And the good thing is also that as GDP figure is being expected in the market, many are looking at how it's going to confirm the state of the US economy after the job report we have seen consumer confidence index dropping. These are also pointed that the US economy is what is in the southward movement, and that is why people are thinking that the need for Fed to halt rate hike is becoming very important at this point, and that's why everybody is voicing to that direction that Fed was to slow down what in their hike. That's why that we were expecting that this data coming, market has opened higher as I said earlier this morning as investors are going to see this economic data and also analyze the renewed confidence in some of the sectors and also the health situation of the banks in that domain. Because bank is the engine of any economy. The banking system is very, very key for you to look at, and that is the driver of the economy. If the banking sector is sick, I'll tell you something is wrong somewhere. And also, as more results hit the market, this result also review the state of the economy. Like I tell you that if you really want to know what is happening in the economy, looking at the earnings that are coming from that environment, give an insight to what you are likely to see at the end of the day. But we are seeing that the banking the earnings that came that I told you last time that we have seen more than 80% hitting the expectation. Only few, in an industry there will always be laggard. Those laggard are what that are also those that have been affected by what the bank crisis that they had in that Western world also. But now the oil price I told you earlier, because of this commodity price as the world of investment activities, we are seeing that industrial activities also in Russia and China are also looking up. But there are some sectors in China also that are still kind of dragging feet that are yet to recover from the COVID-19 lifting the restriction lifts that they've done recently. But if you look at what is happening in the initial market, because of oil price also pulling back and fear of recession, on expectation that the West is likely to hike rate in the new month we are entering because have few days to cross into a month of May. That also dampen those domain confidence, and that's also reflecting on what in the market in that environment. But the good news that this DTP that will come will also give the Fed and other central banks to see if they continue in this direction of rate hike that it will further quickly push the economy or usher the economy into a full-blown world recession. But I believe that as investor, your eyes must be like I always say that you must know the stage the economy where you are investing is because you must look at the inflation, look at the what interest rate, and look at what the national output for you to exactly know what to do in that domain. But I believe that with the expected Q1 number that we have also hit the market for many companies, this is going to guide investors on what to do. That at the end of the day, if you know where they are standing and anywhere they are investing, so that they will not just invest for investing sake. On this note, we want to look at the results that were released to the market during this after we have come back from the holiday. We have seen that Q1 numbers are continuing also to hit the market, and the good thing is that despite before this time, most of the analysts were saying that we're going to expect a missed earnings from the quoted company because of activity that happened or what happened in the first quarter of the year, the cash crunch, the increasing economic headwind, the foreign exchange issue, a lot of things that happened. But most of them that came, I will tell you, some sectors are cashing in on that situation. We're seeing good number. Why some sector we're seeing a missed number in that sector, but before the end of the week, tomorrow we'll see more of this number to give us full position of this numbers. But as at today, as we speak, the earnings that have come from the financial sector, especially the first year banks that have come, their access and UBA, we can tell that these are good number. The one that came from Stanbic also, all eyes are on more on still the standing number of FBN holding the first quarter, and also Zenith Bank, and also GT Code first quarter result has been expected in the market. But the one that came from the bank results have released, these are impressive number. Also, like I said, the outstanding number in terms of full year results are still Sterling Bank, FBN Holding, Fresco, and Fidelity. We saw the movement in Fidelity to try to slow down because of what it was being delayed. But for FCMB, we saw that the Q1 number also came to the market and tried to support it. But because the company result was good, even with the better number they saw in the 2022 earnings, that the bank were also not able to reward investors. I think that even with impressive Q1 number, the stock price is still begging for what to move. It tells you that market is still looking at what is the next direction, as we have seen at the outcome of MPC, the open what we call open market operation, or we call it primary market activities in terms of TCB, primary market auction. That we saw that there was a missed rate, the short tenor and the long tenor, which are 91 and 364, we saw there was a kind of a decline in this rate, from 14.7 to 10.7, and for the other one from 5 to 4.8. You can see 4.3. You can see that these are what also looking. And don't forget that today about 735 billion will be maturing forward from the bond, and that will also going to kind of provide liquidity for the financial market, and it will be looking on where to go. Is it to go to the equity space or to the to the money market? And because rates are still oscillating, and also the government no intention to borrow because of the deficit in budget, these are what is driving. But I believe that if these numbers were seen coming from the companies, and also more was going to come, give a clear direction. This is the first quarter result. Going to help you to build foundation where you should be looking at. And also when we are looking at the first quarter results, because it's a management account, there are things I want to look at. If you look at the company top line and bottom line, when we come to the bottom line, we want to look at, is there any extra income, or is there, because either there is kind of overbloat proposed tax payment, or is it that they were under value, where they kind of underestimate, where you bring a lower tax. These are the things that also influence for these numbers. But also the most important is that you as analysts or investors want to look at the company that you want to invest in. What is the cash flow position of that company? Like I tell you, if a company earnings is looking up and the cash flow is looking the other side, so telling that earnings is very, very risky, because with time that diversion will still start on water. But if a company earnings is looking up and the cash flow is looking up with a robust balance sheet, you don't have an issue. But don't forget that even when a company has good fundamental, the key, the most important thing is what is the sentiment and the what and the momentum behind. And the sentiment comes from what? The activities of buying and selling. That is why in investment, the key thing is that demand and supply will always outshine any other strategy you are using, any other method, because it is the demand and supply that will tell you where the price will go from there or not. If you like, a company that has a good fundamental, if there's no demand or supply for that stuff, it will go anywhere. That's why most of us are technicians or traders will look at the chart, because it will tell you the volume, and or you can see what has happened in the market, especially in transport. How volume has revealed a lot of things, and that has kept the momentum. But you can see that once you start seeing this volume disappearing, it's going to send another signal about what is happening in transport. But you can see also what happened in Access Bank. With the result hitting the market, you can see that volume, you can see that momentum. But I speak now, that volume is also starting to die out, because of people are also taking profit and the money is coming down. That means you must read the market, even when without 130 people. You can see that by now, but still it has come down. That means you must understand the sentiment behind the market, compare with your fundamental to arrive at a good decision. So that at the end of the day, you take what informed investment decision. Like I just said, look at the few that we can still discuss here because of our time. Tomorrow we'll continue, but I'll tell you that the numbers so far have been impressive. I will start from the only financial result that came from the banking sector, and that is what SCMB. Then we released the first quarter yesterday, and I'll tell you that this number for from SCMB is a good number that if maintained, we're going to see even a better 2023 for SCMB. But the issue here is that the payment is the problem. If they can adopt the interim dividend in subsequent quarter, just like what they Fidelity did, that was also supported, because with this kind of number and the price is dragging fit at 4 naira, 420, 419, they say that something is wrong somewhere. It's either the investor confidence on the company is not high, or the reward system of the company is also below expectation. For that, they will use the time for FCMB to work on their work, on their corporate governance, and know also how to work to relate that investor relationship will also be built in terms of reward for investors. If you look at the Q1 number from FCMB, I'll tell you this is a good number by all standard. If you look at the gross earnings for the period, it moved from 58.31 billion to 87.43 billion. That is 50% in the green. This translates to 9.3 billion profit after tax against 5.17 billion. That represents 80% up. That also transforms or translates to 4 naira to 47 kobo against 26 kobo in 2022. It's a good one. If you look at the company profit margin, why profit margin is very, very important at this level is that in any market, you want to know how efficient is this company. Will their profit margin continue to go up? Because when a company has a higher profit margin, it says that that company is well run and also that will support the payout that is also encouraged. But when a company profit margin is steaming up, that's going to affect payout at the end of the day. But if you look at SCMB, there's a kind of improvement from 8.87 profit margin in 2022 to 10.64 percent. For me, it's a good one, but not too encouraging because in every 1 naira, talking that I know this bank is kind of keeping 1 naira, you know, 10 kobo, or let's say maybe say 11 kobo. From every 1 naira, 11 kobo is being kept down for what? For profit. You can see the impact here. But one thing that you look at, FTMB operating cash flow for the period, I think that when you see a negative cash flow for the bank, because of the nature of their activities, they learn for that it should not be bothered. But for this one, you can see that for FCMB, we have seen for the first quarter of the year an improvement to 38.44 billion from a negative 445.15 billion. For me, it's a good one for FCMB. But what surprised me and what I would also say and encourage investors to do that, the my friend said that were afraid that the cash crunch was going to affect their number. But seeing yes, the missed number we're expecting is just manifesting in that sector. So if you look at the number that comes so far in the financial sector, especially the banking sector, and other financial services, you can see that their numbers are looking up. That's why all eyes are still on what on the insurance company to start releasing their number to see the performance of the insurance company with the 200 adjustment in their premium. What is likely to happen at the end of the day for that sector? But if you look at the numbers that came from the consumer goods or call it the privileges industry, I will tell you these numbers are mixed but encouraging. Earlier we have discussed the number that came from Unilever, the one that came from Cadbury that is still impacting Cadbury because of what outstanding performance for Cadbury. But like I said, that is first quarter result. You can move the price up, but be very careful not to take profit because Cadbury is a company that they are not consistent within earnings that are consistent in that direction. But earnings can be good in first quarter and come down in second quarter, good in third quarter and come down in full year. That's why you have to also be applied with all. But the research that came from NASCOM and the Boafu, these are fantastic number. I will tell you. Even the one that came from livestock feed, these are encouraging number. A good start for this component. For NASCOM, I will tell you that NASCOM demonstrated what they did in the full year 2022. We saw that NASCOM from 40 kobo, they declared a 1 naira dividend, and that moved the price from around 9 naira to almost 14 naira, 13 something because of that 1 naira. Notice that the numbers are strong. Now, seeing this first quarter from NASCOM, it tells you that these Dangote groups are not sleeping. Also, all eyes are still on Dangote sugar, and you know what sugar is in the international market today. You know what the sugar cement is doing. For me, I believe that these are companies that you look at because of consistency and also what is happening in terms of where they operate. For NASCOM, we saw that the revenue for first quarter moved from 10.76 billion to 16.9. That is 57% up in the grade. Northward also PAT, the profit after tax, also moved from 386.4 million to 1.64 billion. There's about above 300% worth in green. Good one. It translates to what 2 naira 48 kobo against 58 kobo in 2022. You can easily forecast that from this 2 naira 48 kobo of this company, nothing less than 8 naira any percent at the end of the year will come from that. But if this trend is sustained, and if you look at the profit margin for NACON, it moved from 3.6% to 9.78. Yes, that's why that it is not still encouraging because of high cost of operation. If you look at that result, you can see that there is some losses, some gains from operating gains and losses. But still, this company is still positioned. For me, it's a good one. If you look at the cash flow position of this company, there's great improvement, serious improvement to about 4.73 billion in 2023 from 2.75 billion in 2022. And I tell you that when you see a company earnings looking up and also cash flow is looking up, tell that something is happening in that company, and that is why you should keep your eyes, especially this is a Q1 number, and also like I said earlier, in Q1 number, like adjustment of tax and other things might come in to support their bottom line. But that's why you want to look at it. Are they making good provision for tax? That means at the subsequent quarter, such provision that is for the tax will be reducing. But if it is small, that is something we want to see increase the tax provision for the current financial year. These are the things you also want to watch and see that the bottom line was quick. I'll tell you 1.64 4 billion against 386.4 million. Yeah, for me, it's a good one, but let's see. And also, all eyes are what on the mark now for what for NASCOM for the 1 naira dividend increase. If you look at Boa Food result, Boa Food result, I'll say this is standard, and Boa Food, they came to the market in terms of listing. Can see that the price of listing has doubled because of what consistent improvement in their work, in their performance. That also reflected in their work, in their payout. As we speak now, that Boa Food payout is not that of cement, and they're almost at the same price. But as we speak now, Boa Food revenue moved from 90.1 billion to 144.3 billion, representing 60% up. That translates to 40.47 billion against 52.84 billion, representing 77% also in the green. And this translates to 2 naira, 25 kobo earning per share for Q1 against 1 naira 27 kobo. On the strength of this, Q1 of 2 naira 25 kobo, you can forecast a 10 naira confidently or 9 naira 950 from for Boa at the full year. And if this number going, consider Boa almost like 4 naira in their period in the last 4 naira 50 kobo or 425 kobo in the last year. If earnings go to as high as 9 10 naira, nothing less than 5 or 6 naira to come from. Also, it's good also for investor to know what percentage of earnings did this company pay as what as dividend. That will go a long way to also guide that decision. The profit margin for Boa stood at 28.64% against 25.4 in 2022. You can see improvement in top line, improvement in bottom line. All around, we are seeing growth in what in Boa Food. For me, I would say kudos for Boa Food, and it's a good one. In that direction also, cash flow for the 3 months was up to 39.47 billion against what 23.5 billion in 2022. These are good signs that these companies are well run and also well managed as we speak. We quickly look at the only result that also that has come from the agro business. We have not seen first quarter for move for even we have not seen full year for Fresco for this first quarter for livestock. Livestock first quarter was also up as it moved from 3.64 billion to 4.85 billion, 30% up. PAT also maintained that momentum. It moved from 18.12 million to 20.71 million. That is 14% up for livestock. And that also produced an earning per share of 7 kobo against 6 kobo in previous year. For this trend, can say, okay, nothing less than 25 kobo earning per share can come from if this company maintains. Because don't forget that the last year result, after that this company have posted loss, if they can wipe out their loss and turn positive, but because of the industry where it's operating, and also we want to feed ourselves, I believe that there are still opportunities for this company to spring up. That means do that in livestock, even though you bought at high price, good position and what if this impressive number will continue in this current financial year. But because headwinds are increasing, cost of growing fund are increasing, my sales go down. But on the strength of the number, we are not seeing part of much of these headwinds on this first quarter number, apart from few manufacturing companies like Brewery. We saw the result from Nigeria Brewery. From the top line, we have already seen a decline. Why the first quarter have turned to loss position for me is not too and you can see the body there. The good of from a good loss came from what for foreign exchange problem. For me, the investors also look at that. We also saw CAP, chemical allied product also putting a number that is not too attractive. We saw a decline in their profit after tax and also in their work in their top line. These are the two I know that have reflect the headwind so far. But for others in that industry, we have seen a better number coming from there. And that's why I say for investors to look the world for the service sector. Service sector is very, very important to see what is happening. But finally, we look at Seplat is one of the oil companies that released the first quarter. Seplat Q1 looks good, but I'll tell you that the reduction in tax for this quarter has immediately impacted on Seplat number. But on the strength of the figure we're seeing here, these numbers are not bad. I think that the company revenue moved from 100.62 billion to 151.99 billion. This is almost more than 50%, almost 50% up in the green. Also, in that light, we saw also that the profit after tax moved from 8.29 billion to 26.42. You can see that this is more than almost 240% also in the green. Also, this translates to 45.38 earning per share against 11.7. And also, if you look at the profit margin, I'll tell you this is an improvement compared to what we saw in 2022. In 2022, the profit margin was 8.23%. Now, it stood at was 17.38%, which is a good one. And also, look at the cash flow for this quarter or for this season that we're just reviewing. It slowed down to 64.23 billion against 74.37 billion in 2022. Why your cash flow is very important, even when you have a robust balance sheet, because this cash flow will tell you, is there any business that is running, that is bringing cash, that can meet, is coming to meet their daily operating activities. If you are seeing that, that means cash is coming to keep the company in a business, and that will also support the company performance at the end of the day. That's why it's very important for us to look at it. The final one, which we're going to discuss tomorrow, we're not going to discuss more, is the skywave aviation. Skywave Aviation also is also have released their number. The Skywave Aviation earnings is not bad, but we'll discuss that tomorrow. I will try to see that of NACU. But once they come, it's also going to add more strength to that industry, because the number we're seeing from aviation is still also very, very good, not looking bad. Quick one, look at our market situation now, what is happening in the market right away. Is the market being, yes, at the opening of this class, I feel that market is what is in green, and that say that our market is not doing badly. Consider the momentum that started last week before the holiday has continued even as the market has opened after the holiday. For almost 2 trading days now, we are seeing on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and that momentum is still on now. You can see that the green chart here, our chart here, you can see that market is making what lower highs now. Lower highs. You can see it coming up until we see that it has kind of breaking out this red pullback here, the bearish candle here. Like I see, they are breaking out, heading to once market also go far for the strength of this number. And also, don't forget that the transition program or transition plan has already spawned already, and I believe that by mid-29 next month, we'll be having a new administration that will come with different policies as well. All looking ahead to see. As we speak now, the market is trading at 52,232.77, up in the green by 135.15, representing 0.28% in the green. Good one for the market. And if you look at market rate, we're seeing 21 gainers against 10 losers as we speak. This is the market having a positive market rate, and this positive trend that started after the market has suffered loss as a result of a high cap top pulling down. But now those high caps that suffer losses are coming up gradually. We saw Airtel in the green yesterday. MTN also, and this morning market is still maintaining that momentum. For me, it's a good one. And don't forget that the life of transport and assets has also supported the market, and they are still not intact. At the price they are looking, people can still take advantage. But for those that are in profit, nothing stop taking profit across these stocks that are recorded rally in this period, because liquidity that is going to come to the market might find way to fix income and somewhat to the equities, especially those stocks that are what are undervalued. As we speak now, the top losers in the market now at this hour are Nigeria Brewery. Like I showed you earlier, that the market will fit you the way it is. That means the rate for Nigeria Brewery is going to drop might be very fast. It has lost maximum 10% this morning to shoot around the, is it 32 now is doing now, 32, naira 80 something kobo. And this stock is likely to suffer more on the downtrend because of what? Because of the the bad Q1 result. And that was also, for me, the impression of the economy. If you look at also Resta Express is among the losers this morning. It's trading around the down around the 2 naira 54, almost 9.2 or 9.3% in the red, followed by Unity Bank, Unity Bank, Codeville, Business Solution, and Linkage Assurance. These are the top 5 losers on the chart. Before on the flip side, you can see that the momentum or the drive in Honeywell continue this week. This is for 3 days now, Monday, Tuesday, and today, Thursday. Honeywell have been in the news for being the top trade in terms of the top in terms of capital appreciation for this week. That's a good news for Honeywell. As we speak now, the Honeywell is doing around 3 naira 8 kobo as we speak. 10% of maximum flat 10%, followed by Cabri. I mentioned Cabri about what the result. Market is still reacting to that result. Market Cabri is about 9.9% in the gain, followed by FTN Cocoa. You can see Nimet trying to survive and find direction, and academic press also. But if you look at the result that came from March account, unaudited account from University Press, I'll tell you that number is not too impressive. We saw a decline as a missed number from that University Press. Yes, these are the positions, but look at it in terms of top trade in volume. I think that transport continue to top trade in terms of volume, about 689.25 million share traded so far at 3 naira 10 kobo, followed by Access Corp 134 194.4 million share traded so far at 10 naira 15 kobo. You can see that Access with that rally to 10 naira 80 kobo in the last few trading days. You can see that profit taking and put Access in that direction, followed by Japan Gold 30.3 million share traded so UBA at 8 naira 7 naira 80 kobo 21 million share traded so far, and finally GT Gold at 24.80 have done 6.3 million shares so far in the market. This is the state of the market, but quickly we want to look at what is happening and with our chart. Our chart will give us more clarity. Yes, chart to tell you all very simple to comprehend. If you look at this chart, you can see that chart has given us an uptrend, which I know that many of us before now have seen why the market was in uptrend, because all eyes of what on dividend paying stock. Now that we are out of dividend pay season, and especially most companies are released that they are full year, so that nothing is happening much apart from the all eyes on what on the Q1 number as we speak. That is the whole thing now. But now market is on the downtrend. After market has trend at this point, we call this is a markup phase. This place is the accumulation phase from here to this way before the market breakout. Now market also shows a kind of a phase after the markup before you enter in a decline phase. But at the end of the decline, it tried to come down. I see market was making lower low before we see lower high. It now came down to lower low. Now market is also returning on a lower high. But if you want to draw a trend line from here, I see that market also is also moving in a direction that we need to also see where the market is going from here. From the chart we have just drawn up, you can see from here, touch here, touch here, touch this, almost like a 4 point now. This is a trend line, but this trend line is above the index action, but it's heading towards it. You can see it here moving, to that T line. Once you cross the T line, that will also confirm what a breakout of a trend that the market is at from that downtrend. But quick one, we must call up the T line, if not other indicators, to look at what is happening. Look at our T line, which is 8%, 8 days exponential moving average. You must understand that your T line serves as what your resistance and your support level at any given time. And this also represents what the human nature. You need to know where is the support, where the resistance. With T line, you can get it easily. The good news this morning that market have broken out the T line yesterday, and that shows that funds also have entered the market this season. In the last week now, you can see that the market has broken out the T line sharply, heading towards this trend line. For me, this is a good sign for the market. Like I said, I want to look at quickly. The T line is up there, as we have explained. Let me call up the MACD and what MACD and the money flow. MACD and what and the money flow. These are the two I'm going to call up now and call it a day. These are the indicators we're using. But if you quickly look at the MACD is already going to sign that the bull is already in the market. I said market has given us a sign that that crossed the signal line to become bullish, and that's why the blue line has almost crossed the red one today. So yesterday it was behind. You can see that now. You can see that the volume also is high. Market is doing above its average today volume, and we're seeing that market has broken out the T line. This shows that the momentum in the market is still strong. But like I always say, do not allow this strong momentum in the market to carry you away, but rather set your goal as you are buying, and now that you are in the profit, don't hesitate to take the word to take your profit. It's very, very important. Finally, before we go, I want to take what is happening in Transport Live after the AGM. Now, what is happening? Those volumes that were pushing the stock, as they disappear in the market, or what is the momentum telling us now as looking at the transport. Transport, I can see that on MACD, you can see that the on the daily chart is very, very strong, looking up. Money flow is already around the 98, almost 100. You can see the trend. But we are seeing already a red flag here, and in volume, a sign of profit taking. And also, like I told you, quickly go and look at what is your 15-minute chart telling you to help you to look at where to take profit. You can see here activities already saying that a sign of profit taking in the last you can see it here, profit taking, and MACD have confirmed also kind of a bullish that giving us a sign of bearishness. You can see that the blue one is already looking down to cross down the red one. This says that the market is becoming way to become bearish and weak market for transport. Let's also keep our finger crossed there. Look at one day chart for transport now. You can see it here, and 1 hour chart for transport. Already a sign of weakness here. You can see, but see momentum. But look at this histogram. It started coming down, even at it now. I see that it's looking down for me. I see sign here of profit taking already in the stock, but not a bad one. On this note, I say thank you. See you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.